Hello, I am Archivist Saren, and welcome to my study. And for whatever reason, today, my internet is being very, very iffy. Like, I didn't even notice it. Yep, there it goes again. I literally tried to start the stream, or tried to start talking, like 5 times, and every time I turn on the mic, the internet would just go from the regular, like, 3,000 kilobytes per second down to, like, 1,000 and then down to 0. And then, like, 5 seconds later, it just pops right back up to 3,000. And so every time I tried to start talking, it was just like, okay, it's time, I'm gonna do my intro, it's gonna be great. It just bottoms out on internet again. So, yeah, I don't know why it's fluctuating so much. Like, it is not even like it's just having issues. It is specifically going from regular down to nothing, and then back up to regular again, and then down to nothing, and then back up to regular. It's like, why would it be doing that specific pattern of failure? I have no idea. Yep, there it goes again, plummeting, and now it's back up. And then it kind of overcompensates, goes up to 4,000 kilobytes per second. I have no idea. I saw it at 7,000 earlier. I don't know why I would do that, but you know what? It's fine. I'm sure. We're gonna. Nope, there it goes, and now it's back up. Why is it doing that? Yeah, and I did try disconnecting and reconnecting from the internet. It did not do much. But you know what? It'll work itself out. That's really all I can do. I could try to restart the modem, but that usually doesn't help. So we're just gonna ignore it and assume that it's gonna get better. And then probably go, like, sue the internet company later for having really bad internet consistently for my entire life. Anyways, today, if we can, be on topic and not have the internet failing us, we are going to be playing some Rimworld. Oh look, there goes the internet again. Oh boy. Pain. But yes, we're going to be playing Rimworld because, which is here. I kind of got, like, way off everything. Why is... Okay, everything's just breaking today. Why can I see the chat through the game? That is, okay, excusez-moi, parlez-vous français? Why is it that this area is partially see-through on OBS? Oh, I think I know why. I think it's because... There we go, okay. Because I had a allow transparency on, and for some reason I guess it thought that the non-vision area was transparent. I've never seen it do that before. Anyways, I figured it out. I fixed it. So today we're playing Rimworld. I've found a whole new set of mods that I think will be interesting. Also, we don't need this. This is a different one. But I forgot to click that. Okay. So let me preface what's actually going on here. I got all befuzzled by the internet, which is still fluctuating all over the place. I have no idea why. Anyways, I need to stop getting distracted by that. It'll do its thing, it'll work itself out, I'm sure, or the internet's just gonna crash and the stream is gonna end at some point and I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it. But either way, it's not my problem. So, we are playing with a couple core mod ideas. First of all, there is a mod, or actually multiple mods, that have to do with Fog of War, which is what this is. So you know how normally, like, behind cliffs, it has the unexplored thing, or undiscovered, as you can see, like, down in this area here, there's, like, undiscovered, not visible area. It's the same kind of thing. So that basically just means that it's outside of the sight range of any of my people, and I haven't been there before. And so these areas are areas I have been before but cannot currently see. and so it's not like updating. You guys know how Fog of War works. It works just like it does in real-time strategy games. And all my people here, including, I think, animals that are intelligent, so not farm animals like the horse, but maybe the cats would. I assume they have advanced... trainability none. Okay. I didn't realize cats had no trainability, so they might not be able to see for us. But all the regular people, all the colonists here, can definitely see for us. And I might as well turn the desktop audio on instead of the background music, even though that doesn't really, you know, there's not really much to hear. There's just very quiet background music on there. Anyways, so I already got everything set up for this game here. Because it takes like 30 or 40 minutes sometimes to get that all set up, so I was like, I'll just do it off stream beforehand and then save the game and reload it. But the first big difference between this run and the runs I've done before is, first of all, we have multiple people. I started with the Lost Tribe start, I believe it's called, where we have like no technology. It gives us a bunch of cool stuff to start out with, like silver and medicine and pemmican, and you start with 5 people as well, which is, you know, my cup runneth over. Like, when I normally play this game, I start with 1 person, and by the late game, I have 5 people. And this, we're starting big. We have clothing, we have weapons, money, medicine, food, 5 people, we have a horse. Like, I am already, like, I have taken the fast track to late game just by using this start. Also, internet, please, get a hold of yourself. I'm serious. It's still fluctuating, I don't know why. I'm just hoping that in between the fluctuations, the streaming service can actually, like, get enough information to piece together everything else. I don't even know. Yeah, it just went down to 172 kilobytes and then up to 5,000. I don't know what is going on with it. Anyways, hopefully it's coming through all right. Once again, can't do much about it. Just blame... I don't know, is it Xfinity? I don't know, blame the internet provider. Whoever they are, blame them, not me. I'm not in charge of that. But, yeah, so most of the map, I have a very big map going on here. It is all unexplored. I don't know why we started with such a big explored radius, because we can only see as far as this area. So I don't know how we have all this. I literally just loaded up the game and it was like this. But that's one half of what's going on here. The other half is that we have medieval mods. So, like, down here, you have all these guys. Can't really... I can select them. It just took a second. Yeah, so I have medieval mods that basically limits all technology to the medieval period. And what I'm hoping to do is start a whole, like, medieval kingdom thing where we have the royalty, which will be the main group, and then we'll have the peasantry, which will basically just be we'll enslave a bunch of raiders and use them as fodder to basically grow our food and do all the busy work of the colony, while these people get super overpowered with, like, really expensive armor and everything. You know, regular, you know, feudalism and all that. It's very good stuff. But it's cool because you got the line of sight thing as well. And not only does the line of sight block us being able to see what's out here, I also have a mod. Actually, the Fog of War mod partially does this, plus another mod that also does it. Basically, it won't tell me when enemies arrive. I will have no indication other than the sight radius of my people that enemies are even nearby. So a raid could happen right now, and it wouldn't tell me. The only way I could know is I could technically go into, I think, the history tab and look at messages, because I think they're still here, or maybe the graph would show up like an event. But we're not going to do that, because that's cheating. But it'll be kind of interesting, because it'll be very realistic, you know? A raid could just show up at our doorstep, and we wouldn't know. We wouldn't be able to tell that they're there until one of our people actually sees them, or they start, you know, busting down a wall or something. So that'll be fun. Internet, if you could please, you know, we're trying to be professional here. We're trying to do things. If you could just Oh yeah, I never even set all this up. So we're gonna have some setup to do, but in the meantime, we can start out with making with doing some things. Because first we need to chop wood, which we definitely want to chop the wood around our farming area, which is what this is gonna be for now. You know, you always want to start out with a nice patch of rich soil to get the starting food up and running quickly. So we'll chop down a bunch of wood around there, because we do start with a good amount of timber, but the issue is we can't make timber yet because you need this research. So we're gonna need to save our timber for the things you can only use timber for, and everything else we're going to use log walls and palisades and other stuff that requires raw wood instead of processed wood. So let's... I already set everyone to, I think, grab weapons, or at least everyone that, you know, is applicable. Oh yeah, and we should probably look through the characters really quick. So we have many people. We have 5 people. There are 2 sets of relatedness, 2 family sets. So Onput and Paya are both related in the same, or at least the same last name, and socially the same family. And Eve, Drew, and Basil are all related as well. So Eve is kind of, these 3 lore-wise, not lore, because these are all characters from my books as well, but I'm talking the lore of the Rimworld situation, not the lore of their actual lore. But in this, at least, Eve is the royal one in the royal family. Drew and Basil are not really up for the royal title, but they are still part of the royal family, and they go with her. And then Onput and Paya are, that I don't exactly remember where they came in to this Rimworld story. They just kind of joined up with these 3, and they're kind of all destitute right now, as you can see, and they need to build up their own kingdom from nothing. Although they have a lot already, as you can see, but it's not exactly nothing. But we're starting from scratch essentially, and we're gonna go from there. So we got Onput, who has high shooting. I ended up custom tailoring all these characters because I really don't like doing the randomized character thing, because it always ends up with really weird things. Like, actually, that might just be from the is that an expansion, or is that vanilla skills expanded? It might be the vanilla skills expanded one. But you end up with things like, oh, they have the weird white outline teardrop on one of these, and that makes it so that they're only good at that one. Or no, it was the triple passion that makes them only good at it. And you know, with the randomized people, you always have them with like those weird setups that I can never understand how I'm supposed to actually get them to do what they're supposed to do, and they have all these weird skill things. So I just handmade all of them and tried to make it so that they all fill the correct niches and that all the jobs are filled. So both Paya and Onput are going to be our main combat users. So they're going to be kind of the guards of this little caravan we have here. So Onput has high shooting, and of course shooting passion, that's the word for it. And Paya has high melee with melee passion. And also high social, because pretty much any caravans that come into the place, Paya will probably be the closest one to interact with them. And then Drew has high construction and crafting with some plants and cooking. Did I say that was Drew? No, that's Basil. And Drew has high shooting. That was mainly just because in his actual story he has high shooting and he's an archer. But also he has high construction, mining, plants, and animals. And then Eve is our researcher, main doctor, partial social person. I really only gave her social because she was supposed to be the leader, so she will need social eventually. Decent plants, good cooking, and some shooting in case, you know, everyone should be skilled at some amount of combat just so that they can be useful. Though Paya is the only melee user right now. Everyone else is ranged, but that's just because I want to keep them safe, and early on, we're not going to have enough armor for everybody. So, that is our cast here. I think I have everything important covered, like crafting, animals and plants, intellectual. Although I'm really not used to starting with more than one person. I usually just give one person a good amount of skills in everything, and then they do everything for the first hour of the game or more until we get like a dedicated researcher. Then the researcher does the research, and the original character does everything else. So I am really like out of my element having more than one character at all. So yeah, we also have a mod here that is, I think, just called guards for me, and it makes it so you can have units that patrol, which will be very important with line of sight, because once we have walls up, we won't be able to see through those walls, and we'll need to patrol outside the walls to see any threats coming. But anyways, we have been paused long enough. We have a lot of things set here. Let's also get a uniform growing zone started, just of this little area here, probably like that, and start growing rice. We'll need a lot of it. And then we should also start on a house now that we actually have logs around. And I think we don't need one that's very big, but we don't want it on any of the rich soil. So let's just put it over here and have it be... Let's see. I think 10 by 10 would probably be good. Not 10 by 10 as in 10 by 10, but probably 10, 8, 10, 8. I know some people don't fill in the corners, but I need to fill in the corners. It bugs me. I don't know why. So I think log gates are fine because all of these take timber. But we have a good amount of timber. Let's just do the rustic doors. And we're gonna have the entrances leaned pretty close to the left side so you can get to the farming easier. And then we're gonna need a good number of sleeping spots. And by a good number, I mean exactly 5, because that's how many people we have. Is the internet still fluctuating? I don't know, I haven't been paying attention to it. I've just been letting it do its thing, hoping it'll sort itself out eventually. But who knows? Maybe that's just our, you know, our curse. Also, we're gonna need to set up priorities. I kind of wanted to get priorities set up off stream, but I completely forgot to do it. So first of all, firefighting, because yeah, this is a whole bunch of work that could probably take a while. So you'll do research. Secondarily, you'll do hauling and cleaning, and also plant cutting and growing, and you're also the cook. You have a lot of jobs. On put, you were gonna be hunter and the crafter, and then hauling and cleaning possibly after that. I don't really want anyone on bed rest. I really only put people on bed rest when they're sick, because otherwise they'll just sit in bed all day and do nothing, and it's really annoying. Oh yeah, you're also our doctor. Man, I gave you a lot of jobs, but that's fine. They're all occasional jobs. Like doctor, you're not going to be doing all the time. Cooking, I guess, is kind of a long-term one, but mainly you'll just be doing researching. And then Drew was construction and mining. So you do mining second, and then plant cut and growing also. There we go. Oh yeah, and we also have the guard one, which we will put and Paya on, not you. So those two are going to be on guard duty whenever they have nothing else to do. I guess we should have you guys on 4 of guard duty, just in case they have nothing else to do, they can patrol the perimeter. Rescue, is rescue important? I usually do rescue on my own, like, manually, but I guess since there's this many people, we're gonna need them to do things, you know, on their own. I'm not gonna be there for them the whole time. So I'll have you be the warden, You can also warden, but only if you have nothing else to be doing. You can kind of doctor, because you're a secondary medical person. Childcare probably important in case we ever have children. I don't know if we will though. Mainly, I think we're just gonna enslave everybody that tries to raid us because they deserve it. Put everyone do a decent amount of plant work because we will definitely need people on plant work. Basil also has some crafting. And then who should be the main hauler and cleaner? Who's like doing nothing else? I mean, Onput is crafting only, really. Crafting, guarding. So let's do that. Oh, but if they're on hauling and crafting, or hauling and cleaning, then they're pretty much never going to be guarding. So we need somebody who's in these main three here. So who doesn't have a lot of jobs? You're construction, mining. That's a pretty long-term job. You're also kind of construction. Yeah, all of these manual priority things take a long time to set up for me. I am not great at them just yet. Even though I've played this game for like over 1,000 hours, but ignore that. It's fine. And we'll need a bit of a stockpile. We'll just put that like right here. Later on, we're going to have like our own room for a stockpile, but for right now, we're just going to have it sitting in the middle of this area. We got that going right away. We're going to need a fenced-in area for the stallion, which we can keep the game playing during that. I always pause the game when I don't need to. It's kind of an issue. So let's just make a little enclosure for the horse. It doesn't have to be all that big because I do have mods regarding that kind of stuff. Like when animals eat grass, it doesn't destroy the grass, it just reduces the... It's under miscellaneous, there we go. It just reduces the growing of the grass. So that makes it so you can have a lot more animals in a smaller pen. But as you can see, the line of sight just keeps shifting depending on where people are. And it's kind of great. I am a fan of it. But at the same time, it's kind of horrible because that means that we won't know a threat is coming until it is literally this close, and we'll have to scramble to get our people, you know, situated. But what it also does is it makes it so that we actually need to be vigilant. And we will still get reports about some things. Oh, I also need to set the schedule. I want to have, let's see, Onput also has Night Owl. So that is why I gave that to this person. Wait, what hours does... I don't normally have Night Owls. What hours is it? 11 to 18 is day. 23 to 6 is night. Okay. Let's see. Schedule. You will work from 23 to 6. And then what was it? 11... How did I forget the number already? It was 11 to 18. I keep clicking work. And you'll sleep from 11 to 18. That's the same number of bars, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it just looks like less because they're all put together here. And then you'll have anything there. So the working during these hours will hopefully be patrolling, or at least doing something outside that we can then get line of sight for, because really, as of right now, and probably for much of the game, the only way we're actually going to be able to do anything and see anything around our base at night is if we have somebody outside patrolling, which is why we need a night, you know, a night owl guard, which is, you know, exactly the niche that Onput fills, which is very nice. Because, yeah, as you can see, when everyone's inside, they don't do much. You know, they can't see very much outside of the confines of this area. So who is our animals person? And we have multiple animals people. But Drew, Paya, and Onput. Okay. But Drew is the highest, so Drew, go and get the horse in the pen that I believe is done. Is there a way to set stumps to auto cut? Because it's very annoying when they do that and they're not automatically cutting. Also, why is the internet still fluctuating? I really thought it would be fixed by now. Like, normally these things go away within a small amount of time. Alright, so now we have more raw wood than we could ever know what to do with. So I think we do need to start setting up a perimeter at some point pretty soon here. But for right now, we'll keep expanding the base with a storage shack, which should have the wall here. Let's see, that's for 5 interior. Let's go for, I don't know, 8x8 is probably fine. Because it's just a storage situation. Have the door at the same place as this, you can easily get in and out. There we go. And since it's made mostly of raw wood, it shouldn't be an issue to, you know, afford to be able to build it. Also, I really do not like having a grizzly bear sitting right outside our house. Like, that is concerning. But we don't really have the firepower to take that thing out right now. Our main... We have 2 archers, because, you know, when you start with you start with a bunch of melee weapons and 2 bows and 1 pila? Pila? I think it's pila. So, yeah, our ranged damage is not very much right now, and a bear has a lot of health. So I don't think we want to be messing with that. So everyone's and it always sets the automatic house thing, which always sets like a bunch of wilderness area as home zone. I don't like it. So what are you doing? We don't need you. The singular potato plant. No, thank you. So we'll have the plants in the home zone just so that we can actually, you know, put out fires in case that does happen. But for the most part, pretty much my biggest like pet peeve when it comes to this game is that it makes it so the home zone is also the cleaning zone, but people won't fight fires outside the home zone. So basically it's like, oh, if you want to be able to fight fires on your farm, you also need to make it so your people go out and try to clean the farm. It's like, I don't want them cleaning the farm. That seems a bit redundant. And we'll need to set up... Where do we set it up? There's a thing. I haven't done this mod very much. Here. Guard spot. Or patrol. So let's do... Okay. Let's do blue patrol. We'll go around the outside of the farm. And we'll just... I think that's lined up. Yeah. We'll just move them kind of around the base. No, that's not. We need to have it lined up correctly. And then go back to here. Although I don't think that one's necessary because they'll go back to there. Also, I do think we need to set... I never set in the mod settings. Oh, hello, DMS HD1. How's it going? Let's see. It would be under G, guards for me. There was a thing that I saw that was to go back. Yeah, when they get to the end of the patrol path, they go back to the first waypoint. There we go. And then you are the night watch person, so you will be on blue patrol whenever they're wanting to guard, which seems to be right now. So now they actually have the line of sight around here, and they'll be able to actually keep an eye out for threats at night, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Because otherwise we can't see anything. I'm doing alright as well, except my internet keeps fluctuating this entire stream, which I don't know if it's even affecting the stream. Maybe I'm complaining about nothing, but it just keeps jumping back and forth, and I really hate it. I wish it would. It's only been doing this today. I don't know why it's being an issue. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a very different Rimworld experience for me, actually having to keep watch outside my base at night and react to threats in real time. Well, not really real time. I can pause the game, of course, but in real time, as in, I won't just get a big alert, hey, there's a raid coming. You know, it'll just be like raiders will just show up and I'll have to react to it. But everything's at medieval level technology, so most enemies should be either melee or, you know, bow range. Unless they set up a trebuchet, which in the late game they do. So, some small stutter. Okay, well, I'm glad that it's not, you know, a super huge issue, because that would suck. Alright, so they actually stayed out all night and patrolled. That's very nice. We're gonna need more food, and we're gonna need a cooking station. So let's see, do we have any stone? That is slate, that works. So we're gonna deconstruct that, because I believe for the cooking station, we need stone. And we can't make stone. Oh wait, we can. I thought we needed a research for stone, but no we don't. Alright, well that's good. We can just put down a stone cutting thing. Very nice. Alright, but we will still need an amount of stone for the cooking table, because it doesn't even let us select it until we have stone, which I also do not like. I wish I could place it down before we have the building materials for it, but the game does not allow such things. Alright, and so they're bored, but they're guarding, so that is a good situation. That's what we want. Anytime they have nothing to do, they just run around and guard things. Because normally, you know, I was talking about this earlier, with people in real life, about how in the regular Rimworld game, usually the, like, job of the job of, like, what am I trying to say here? It's in the ideology. Role, not job. The role of the melee specialist and shooting specialist always seemed a bit, like, bad, because normally you want people to be doing other things 90% of the time, and then good at combat the other 10%. But with this type of situation, why... Was she cloud watching on top of the corpse of the fox that the bear was eating? Is that what was going on there? Alright, and everyone's set to flee. I think that's fine. We need someone to go destroy this so we can actually do something about that. Which one of you are better at construction? Both the same. Okay. You go deconstruct that. We need to get a cooking spot up and running. Yeah, you. What else are you supposed to be doing? Hunting. Yeah, so there's no crafting to do. That's why they're always just guarding. So that's fine. I was getting concerned for a moment because I was like, they haven't been doing anything else. Is there, like, an issue with their priorities? But no, it's just their other priorities are not applicable. Okay, so that's done. Are you going to grab them? You are. Good. Then we can make an actual cooking table, which I guess we should just put up here. Actually, if we can move this, we probably should move this up here as well, just to keep the living area a bit more clear. We're also going to want research spots, because when I tested out this mod, I was a bit surprised that you have research spots instead of an actual research table, but we're not advanced enough for a research table, so we just get spots. And we're going to want to get lumber immediately. I think stone cutting might... Oh, it gives us access to a bunch of stone things. That makes sense. We get castle walls? I was just going to make regular walls, but that is a lot of hit points. Okay, I like castle walls. I like those a lot. So we're gonna make a lot of those. Why is also bored? Why are you bored? What are you supposed to be doing? Right, wardening, plants, none of that's really... You think it'll make the game a lot more challenging? It probably will, because we'll actually need to be feeding guards and keeping them, you know, trained and fed and all that. And everyone seems to be a bit bored, so we're gonna need to figure out more stuff for them to do. We can start another farm. Once again, I'm not used to having this many people. So for them to all just run out of things to do this early is very weird for me. Like, normally it takes the first week just to get the farm planted and research started. So we can start that. We also should set everybody to be able to research, just only as a last resort, because no one else is good at research. But that's why we have 5 of these. If anyone's completely bored, they can just jump on researching and get some progress done there. And we should probably also start some building projects to... Let's actually plan out where we're going to build. Because we want an initial palisade just to, you know, keep us safe from any intruders at the beginning, but later on we're going to be replacing it with a stone wall, of course. So where should we should probably have the palisade be pretty small at first, just so it's actually reasonable to be able to build it. And then we'll expand it from there. So we'll just kind of encompass this, have some room out this way to expand. That's probably good enough for the time being. We don't need all that big of an area, and the bigger the area, the harder it is to patrol it as well. So we're just going to make a square like that, fill that in with palisades, and then we'll be good. We also will... Do we want towers? I don't know, because we could have the people just wander around the circumference of the base. I guess we don't really need towers on this small of a base just yet. So we'll just have regular palisades. Space is already occupied. By a tree? You don't you normally just build over trees? Is that a weird thing with the palisades? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just build over the tree. No, it's already occupied with... Oh, with the blue patrol thing. Right, okay. Never mind. It was not the tree. Alright, so we'll set all that up. We also need the gates, which we can just have kind of sporadically around the place wherever it would seem applicable. Let's see, just put this across from that door. Have this directly across from that. And just have one in the middle out here. And we're going to need to redo the entire patrol pattern to be able to actually build the rest of this wall where the patrol is supposed to be. So get rid of all those patrol patterns and actually start from this corner. This corner. It's a lot easier when it's like a full square. And then just head over this direction, and then it should loop back to there. So we'll just do a loop around the entire perimeter like that. And then we can actually have these fill in everywhere that it was not letting us before because of the little patrol icons. There we go. When we have like a full castle, we're gonna have towers that are made from embrasures. Also, you two should probably stagger your patrolling a bit. There we go. Just so that you can keep more of an eye on different parts of the base. And actually, you need to stay back a bit more. There we go. Just keep you on opposite cycles there. Kind of keeps a constant eye on the area. And now there are those death flies or whatever they're called. These things. Death stingers. I don't know what they are. I think they were added by the medieval mod or something. I've never seen them before. But they don't sound good. When they have death in the name, generally that's a bad idea. But when I was testing this mod pack a bit, I tried killing one because they wandered near my base and I was like, that looks horrifying, kill it. And they all aggroed and some of my people got injured. So we're not doing that this time. We're gonna be not messing with them unless they attack us. Have you gotten sleep? Yeah, you got sleep. Okay. Okay, we're also gonna need a table and other such things, which why don't I keep pressing structure? It's in furniture. Which we're just gonna put over here is probably fine. But all of this takes timber, which is one of those things that we needed the timber for. There we go. So they don't get the horrifying mood debuff of 8 without a table, because nobody wants that. Alright, and the palisade is already coming along nicely, which will stop any man-hunting animals or random bears from just wandering into the base. Oh, and this started as granite. We don't want this to be granite. I was like, why haven't they built the thing yet? But no, it just for whatever reason didn't update to slate, even though that was the only stone we had. That's fine. Oh, you're... Yeah, you tried to attack us. Alright. But you see, we gotta keep a close eye on this stuff. So you and you are our 2 archers. You'll come out here. You're the only melee person. So yeah, we definitely need to... Okay, but here's the thing. It did try to attack us, but only when we got really close to it. Now it seems to be leaving. But I know if we attack it, it will summon its friends, and we'll need to kill all of them. I think we leave it alone and just hope that it doesn't attack us again. Because, once again, if we get all of them pulled on us, we are gonna not be in a good position. Of course. So you fight that. So it did indeed end up attacking us. I assume we got too close to it again. So everyone with weapons, come down here. I mean, you should be able to 1v1 it, in theory. Why aren't you attacking? Okay. Now, we are not out of the woods. So you have some bites. We will need a hospital. But for at this point in the game, hospital is simply a word for a sleeping spot that I click medical on. And we definitely want patient to be a decent priority in case they just have like a injury that needs treating. That's important. So, but this isn't over yet. I'm trying to figure out if I want Paya to keep fighting. 72% bleeding is not very good. Why are you going back to patrolling? You should not be patrolling. You need to rest. I do kind of feel like the patrolling, because that's at 3. Patient is at 1. And you're the doctor, right? Yes. You need to tend. We did start with some medicine. We'll need to grow more. Yeah, here's another one. Okay, back up to here. You've gotten all fixed up, so we're gonna send you out. Oh, it's following the cat. That's a problem and a good thing. Everyone back to here. Okay, chase after it. I mean, it's a good thing that the cat is running, but it's also a bad thing because the cat might die. And we don't want that. Yeah, that's a problem. You see why we shouldn't anger these bugs. Okay, you need to back up, I think. We'll let if our archers can actually hit things. Please, archers. I know your range skill is not the best. But please, come on. Just do something. Yeah, because you're pretty injured. You'll need to take a bit of a break. Do you have any weapon? No. You also don't have any actual fighting skill other than shooting, but we don't have any more ranged weapons for you. If these guys could just hit it, then we'll be fine. Right? Oh, you actually meleeed that thing. Good job, Drew. I did not think you had that in you. Okay. I think that was all of them. Sadly, the cat got targeted very unfairly. I mean, I don't even have the cat trained to kill things. They just saw the cat and was like, kill it. That is our greatest opponent. Alright, so we got lots of bites, which is not good because those can get infected. Let's make a second highly sophisticated medical apparatus here. We'll do that. And once again, you are going for patrolling. Is that just because that was the last thing that you were doing before you got drafted? No, you're really just trying to patrol. So it definitely seems to have guarding be of a really high priority for no good reason. Unless patrolling is a different thing and I have that set to like max. No, guarding is the only one. And it says patrolling. It's really weird. Why would you be patrolling right now? You're like half dead. Maybe it's because bed rest is turned off. Let's see if turning on bed rest will make her actually do what she's supposed to do. Okay. Still says patrolling on a path, but she's going to the bed. Okay. So bed rest apparently is the one, not patient. What does patient even do then? Also, Eve, you need to wake up and start tending people because you can't be a lazy bozo sitting in bed trying to, you know, quote unquote sleep. There's really, you'd rather sleep than heal Drew. Come on. And don't be heartless. And we're gonna need a little zone for some medicine. I don't even know if we can plant medicine yet. Yeah, it takes 8. Do any of you have 8 plants? I think 6 is basically what most people have. Yeah, everyone can do plants to a degree, but none of them are exceptional at it, so that might still be a little while. So, the bug threat has been quelled, somewhat. Not great, but it's something. And then we'll need a butcher's block. Oh, and we should also move the actual storage into here rather than there. Finally not Dark Souls. Hey, I was only playing Dark Souls for like a week. Not even. We're really running low on food. Can you guys get the cooking table done, please? I mean, I think I actually set that to be built like last night, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Plus all the defense we had to do. Okay, so Drew has recovered. Paya is still a little shaken up by the whole ordeal. And we're running low on wood again? Oh, we had like 1,000 of the stuff. Well, we got 1,000 from like cutting down 5 trees, so we can just cut down some more trees. Cut down any trees in this vicinity and possibly this vicinity. There we go. Okay, we got another bug here. So you guys are gonna back up. And you guys are gonna come forward. You actually are gonna stay back. Yeah, you see how many of these things there are? Yeah, I don't want you getting ganged up on. We need you guys to be more efficient. Oh, Drew named his bow Sofa. Wow. All right then. What a creative name, Drew. You're doing great. Okay, keep chasing that. You got injured again, didn't you? Where are you going? You're eating food, which we're almost out of food. We're gonna need to remedy that situation. There's not much we can do about this. Are you alive? You are alive. There's just these things everywhere. See why I didn't really want to mess with these things. We're just gonna need to melee them down. Honestly, the Pila should be great at melee. It's practically a spear, just that you throw. Okay, and then you guys go over here, fight this thing. Oh, there's more of them. Okay. How many more of you guys are there? What the heck? Okay. Break is over. We're gonna need you to grab the knife. You're dying still, but these people are dying as well. Although not as badly. Not as badly as I thought. Okay. Select all of them, please. Thank you. You guys are gonna move down this way, because this is the only direction that enemies are not. At least that I can see. And now you just need to actually hit them, and they'll be slowed. What a concept. Alright, so she's going and killing that. You've got your knife. Even though you have no melee skill, we kind of need you. Okay, you keep distracting them. Man, why are there so many? How many of these things are there? Oh, this is like all of them. Literally, like all of them on the map are right here in our base. Alright, that's fine. My guys, you have good archers. You have good archery skills. You have bad melee skills. Why are you guys not being able to hit literally anything? Yeah, this might be the end right here. Just because we absolutely cannot beat this many of these guys. Okay, you're dying soon. I need you. Rescue him. Also, you are at #1 priority doctor. So I have no idea why you don't heal people over, like, doing research. But also, you need to be on self-tend. Everybody should have surgery uses best and herbal medicine. Okay. Paya, you're our only hope here. You need to get in there and start busting some I don't know, insectoid heads. That's pretty much the only way we're gonna win this fight. Eve, also, you are going to undraft. You're going to equip this, then rescue him. Actually, he has 5 hours. You equip that. You have good shooting. Paya, get in there. You need to keep moving. You're gonna die otherwise. You know, I'm just saying, if these guys were, like, more accurate, then this whole situation would have been dealt with already. And this wouldn't have been an issue. Eve, you need to not be getting attacked. Paya, you are our only hope. Okay, Drew, you're gonna back up. Eve, you're gonna back up. This is definitely a bad situation. Cat, help us. Kitty, get in there. Do some fighting. They are not distracted by the cat this time. Drew, you need to keep moving, I think. The Pila has too much of a aiming time to be able to do anything. Drew is still alive. This has gotten disinterested. How are you guys doing dying-wise? Very badly. And you're our only healer, who you're also dying. This is, yeah... Why do these things spawn in right off the bat? With how many? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And corpses... plus 6. That's 13. We literally got set upon by 13 of these insects before the walls even built. Which, I mean, the walls would not have helped with this. We were pretty much screwed to begin with that. So we might... We might not make it... Oh, wait, they're retreating. Kind of. Okay, Drew, get Paya. Eve. Don't tend to them. Tend to yourself. Cat, go kill them. You're like our most healthy unit right now, Cat. Yeah, I think most of our people are going to die. Because we might be able to save Eve on... Or we might be able to save Eve, Paya, and Drew. But Onput and Basil are both... Or Basil are both very low health. And way out here. These three are also very low health, but at least they're inside. These dang insects, man. At least I think the insects will be wiped out when the first caravan comes in, if I haven't had to kill them by that point. Drew, you're still doing fine-ish. So you're gonna drop Paya down, and then we're gonna have you go outside again. Oh, they're everywhere. Okay. We kind of had to do evasive maneuvers, I think, to get around them. I think Basil is too far gone. Onput might not be. What are you shooting at? These? Why? Okay. No fire at will. We just need to try to sneak past them. Could we save Basil? I don't know. Eve is trying to save Paya. We could maybe save Onput with this guy's medical skill, which is like 0. Yeah, 2 medical skill, but it's not no medical skill. So in theory... Oh, but you're dying in 6 hours, so we definitely need to just bring someone back and hope that they survive, or else you'll both be downed out here and Eve won't be able to get to you in time. So rescue you, because you have the longer time to live. Not by much, though. Alright, yeah, you're probably gone as well. Yeah, you get in bed. You're healed up, mostly. I don't even know if you can tend in 0.6 hours. I don't think you can. No. Yeah, no, that's impossible. You just need to tend to Drew. Yep, lost 2 out of 5 people immediately. And 2 cats. Because of these dang bugs. I don't even know where they came from. Like, they just spawn in on the map. It happened 2 times in a row now. The first time, as I said, I tested out this mod pack prior to this. And... Oh, excuse me. You didn't even see anyone come in here. How intelligent are these bugs? Okay, so these bugs are not only one, they pull in groups. You kill one of them, it pulls every single one on the map. Two, they're intelligent past animal level, which means that they will attack doors that they know are yours, trying to get to you, even if they didn't see you enter them. So having the palisade up actually wouldn't have helped us, because they would have broken through it. And they do a lot of damage and are pretty tanky, because you saw a lot of our arrows glanced off them. So I don't know what mod adds these things or what they are, but they are terrifying for the early game. So this thing's breaking through this door pretty quick. Are you up and... You're unconscious. You're unconscious. You need to go through to tend to him. You have a pila. All of our bows are out there, except does Drew still have his? He does. Can we can't have him drop it. We can't pick it up off of him. I don't know if strip would take the weapon off though. Because I would like to have a bow instead of a pila, but... Oh, did it go away? I think it went away. Okay. That's good. Because we need to go out here in order to get to the medicine. Yeah, this has gone downhill really fast with these insects. Like, this isn't even part of the actual like mod difficulty that we're dealing with here. Because the real difficulty of it was supposed to be the fog of war. This has nothing to do with the fog of war at all. This is literally just insects are insanely dangerous. And they're still lingering outside. We're not going to be able to leave this building very much at all. And we're out of food. I think we're dead. I don't think there's much... Are they attacking the door again? No, they're attacking a different door. Why are you attacking that? My guy, no one's even in there. And I guess there's insects that we could butcher, but I don't think that'll be enough. I guess there's also the cats. But we need to build the butcher block, which everyone's still unconscious who can actually construct things. I have no idea what we're supposed to do here. This was way too early for this kind of attack. Like, that is... We don't even have our walls. We don't have good weapons. We don't have any armor. We don't even have any good skills. The first raid hasn't even happened yet. This was all just... I don't even know. Do you have any construction skill? No. Our main constructor was... Well, he was down here. We can't see him now. Can I select on you? No. But I think it was Basil. Was it Drew? Oh no, you're our main constructor. That's good. Okay, so we still have a constructor. We have our melee person. And we have our cook. We technically could still survive this if we can find some food pronto, and if these insects that are out here stop, you know, attacking us, and if we don't get any infections. Tend without what are you doing? Tend without medicine. Tend. And you're still trying to tend. Why? Tend without medicine. Okay. Go here. Maybe it's position. Nope. Why are you trying to... Oh, she does still have injury. Why does she still have injuries? And why can you not tend without medicine? Because there's insects out here. Fine. Just tend her normally, I guess. But that means you need to go outside with the insects and hope that they don't kill you again. Okay, we're good. Ish. But since she was still bleeding when I didn't notice she was, that means she's going to be down for a lot longer. Yeah, I think I was accidentally selected on Eve when I thought I was selected on Paya, so I thought all her injuries were dealt with. So she's going to be down for a while. He's going to be down for not as long of a while. You are going to need to come in here, build the butcher block, and then get to one of these insect corpses and butcher them. and then feed people with insect meat. That's the only way we're surviving. So where would the closest one of these be? It would be you. So first, get in there. Oh, who are you? You are alone. Okay. You better have a good... You are a standard bearer, and you have a pike with a banner on it. Okay. Do you happen to have food? Where are you even going? You're going to fight things? Not assigned to construction. I kind of wish that I could tell you to do things you're not assigned to, because it's kind of a necessity. Okay, but this person is cleaning up some of the enemies. That is a plus. So if we can actually survive this, hopefully the enemies won't survive it. And we can get back to doing things correctly. Really, you botched it at like the last moment. Let's see, what gear do you have? You have pemmican. Okay. If it lets us buy those, you need to go trade. You do actually have good social. Well, good enough social. So if we can buy some pemmican off of you, maybe we'll survive. This is where starting with that 200 silver might save us. Buy as much of this as we can. Just all of that. Alright. I need to haul the pemmican back. Sure, just haul everything, I guess. I mean, that's more efficient, but at the same time, people are kind of dying. Do we get a billion mods? I mean, I do have a billion mods, but only a few of them are really incredibly applicable right now. Alright, you don't need to move around to drop those. Just drop them there. Now, how is food for everybody? You're starving, you're pretty much starving, you're pretty hungry. So we're gonna feed you first, because you're starving, we don't want that. Okay, and then you'll eat, then you'll feed him. And of course, you're going to the table to eat. Why not? Defeated insect hive. Yeah, sure. That's what we did. I don't think we really did that. You need to feed this guy before you can sleep. I'm sorry to tell you, but you can't really sleep until you fed the person who's starving, you know? Oh, he's going to feed himself. Oh, and after that, can you haul that? Because you kind of made her leave it in the doorway, and now the door's wide open, and the insects could just walk right in. So it turns out it's a good thing that we started with 5 people, because otherwise we would be very dead right now. And I'm also, well, I was gonna say I'm starting to regret not setting these people as being able to be cannibals in the ideology, but I do think we'll be fine food-wise once we've recovered, and we have all these insect corpses, so insect meat isn't the worst thing in the world. So let's see, is there any of these? There are. There's still a few death stingers around. Tribal medieval start? Yes. Full medieval and tribal start. Plus line of sight mods. And all these people have very little line of sight. They can't even see the entire house because they're all injured. That's a problem. Oh, and you got an infection, which of course, oh, and so did you. Why are you not treating this? You seriously are slacking so much on your, medical job. I know I didn't get alerted that they're sick, but you certainly were. Are you treating him without medicine? Or did you just have another medicine? I'm going to assume you just had another medicine. No, 0%. That definitely was not with medicine. So we might lose both of these people. Maybe you'll survive, but we treated you really late because Eve was freaking slacking on the job. So, I guess we're starting with one person. This is not a good situation because she has none of the skills required to survive other than cooking and plants. I guess shooting, but we don't have any construction, mining, crafting, any of the stuff I would start with if I had one person to do things with. Yeah, I think you might survive. You definitely not. That infection is going to get you very quickly. Because you didn't use medicine on him for some reason. You have medicine available to you, you know. Who is attacking what and why? Of course, it's autosaving. That's what we need right now. Oh, it's a squirrel. Of course, you reset your shooting. Why is the squirrel so fast? Yeah, we're definitely done for. Those freaking where are you going? Those freaking bugs just absolutely ruined everything. I mean, there's no guarantee we would have been fine anyways, but once again, why are there medicine? Medicine. Medicine. It is right there. It is literally 2 seconds, 2 inches from you, and you decide, no, I'm good. Finally, what the heck is wrong with you people? First, you treat, you know, our only other person who is awake right now. You treat his infection with no medicine, and now you're trying to treat yourself with no medicine, which is going to take 10 times longer. What is wrong with these people? And it's like, I don't normally notice this because I usually just have the one person and I can like micromanage them really well. But at this point, I don't know, we might just need to restart. I don't know if we can actually do anything about this. We are certainly dead. Oh, now you're using medicine on him. I think it's a bit too late for that. He's kind of dead. And still quality 0. What? Okay, no. He gets no medicine. He's dead. Stop wasting medicine on him. I think we're all dead. Why are you patrolling right now? You need to sleep. I literally have bed rest set high for you, and you need your infection treated again. Eve, stop being lazy. Tend the people who actually might survive. Okay, 13%. Yeah, she actually has good medical skill. It's just she's also like incredibly damaged, so her manipulation is not good. I should not have sent the healer out to fight, but I mean, if we hadn't, we probably would have all died anyways. So really, there's not much one can do about it. We should have taken his clothes before that, so it wouldn't be tainted. Are you gonna survive your infection, or are you done for as well? I don't. And you know, I did set up this game before the stream started because I wanted to avoid the 40-minute process of getting like all the people made and this, that, the other, but yeah, generally the bugs don't go inside, but the issue is that they attacked us first, so we tried to kill them, or at least one of them, and they all swarmed us, and we could have waited inside. Oh, and of course, Paya's dead too. So Eve is the only person left alive, and she does not have the skills to survive this. We might need to restart this. I don't think this is ever really gonna work out. I did save a lot of the stuff though that I had configured, like all these characters I saved in the character editor thing, so we can get this back up and running very quickly, essentially. But yeah, lesson learned, do not fight the bugs. I think last time when I tested this out, the only reason I survived the bugs then was because I had a dog on that one. Here we had 2 cats, which evidently are not very good at combat. Last time we had a dog, and that thing absolutely tore through like 2 or 3 of these bugs before it went down. And even then, I was able to heal it and then sell it later for money because I didn't have the meat to feed it at that point. But are there any more of these? There is still one more of these things on the map, and it's close by. That is not good. But yeah, we could have waited indoors, but we were out of food, essentially. And these things were swarming all over our base because one had gotten close enough to fight us. And I was still trying to get the perimeter wall set up, which would let us stay, quote-unquote, indoors while being able to actually access food and stuff. So, yeah, that did not go well. And maybe next time I'll have the person patrolling inside the walls and just put embrasures in the walls all over the place to make it so they can see through them. I don't know. But either way, we definitely have died. We can't really recover from this kind of situation because Eve is not the kind of person that's going to be able to survive this. Saw a guard. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice thing about that mod that I didn't know. Cuz yeah, not only are you going to be incredibly sad all the time because everyone you know and love just died right in front of you. Also, you're starving and we're out of food and nobody built the butcher block before they died. You want to go eat a squirrel? Eat squirrel time? Oh yes, you may be eating a squirrel raw, but you've got to eat it at the table. You know, that's important. So you're not starving. I'm still trying to play this because I feel like people might be upset if I just gave up even with just one person alive. People would be like, "No, you need to play it out to the end. You'll be fine." But I really don't see how this is gonna go well at all. I guess we could find some people who are good at construction, mining, and crafting over time and remake what we had at the very beginning. But seriously, what does it say what mod this is from? Yeah, medieval overhaul. I was thinking, I never see these things except when I got the medieval stuff. But those things are brutal. And they aren't like regular animals because they attack you on sight. Like, when we were just patrolling, not even fighting them, they just attacked us out of nowhere. So, that's a problem. Yeah, and you're just sitting here. You see, this is why I don't like bed rest, because you're literally, like, you're all healed up. Well, you're bandaged up, but you're just doing absolutely nothing. So no bed rest for you. Get up, stop being lazy. Of course. Research is most... I guess that's because your priorities are all messed up. Now, you might survive if you can make the butcher block. But we only have so much of this stuff, and your construction skill is non-existent. Okay. Butcher. Do forever. Butcher something. The cat, sure. We need something for you to eat. Butchering, it's rotting. Can you butcher rotting things now? Is that part of the medieval mod? No, you're... Oh, I guess you tried to start butchering it before it rotted, and then it rotted before she got there. Okay, well, you can't just have this sitting inside. We're gonna need a dumping stockpile for corpses. Let's just throw those out here. Get that thing out of the house, please. Also, you need to haul them out of the house as well. Because we can't have rotting corpses stinking up the entire place. Well, we have some food for you. You're probably still gonna die within, like, a day. Because, I mean, the first raid that actually comes in... First of all, we're not gonna be able to see it coming because all the guards are dead. But also, we're not gonna be able to fight it off. Also, you should equip Sofa. Why did time slow down? Okay, false alarm, I'd say. Unless something's attacking the horse. But no, the horse is fine. Only we could have, you know, got the horse to help us fight, draft it up and attack it. Fire. Oh, you know when I said first raid, usually the only people that set fire to things are raiders. So perfect timing. Time for us to die, apparently. So yeah, even if you... Ooh, headshot. Yeah, even if you manage to kill this guy, which would be quite impressive at this rate, even with run and gun, you are not doing well. Yeah, our farm is still gonna burn, and then our house is gonna burn, because I think that's close enough. Yeah, and you're downed. Alright. It's nice music, though. You know, that music just a second ago kind of reminded me of Age of Empires. Alright, well, we're on fire. Everyone's dead. She's getting kidnapped. Oh, we got Caxigo. Good old Caxigo. You're gonna need to go and find the one person that we actually have left. I mean, the guy got headshot. He can't have gotten far. There he is. He just keels over and dies. Okay. That's bad. That is a problem. I didn't think I'd have this problem until, you know, the first thunderstorm, and even then I thought I'd have 5 people to beat out fires with. But we actually have 1 person, and now no house. Or supplies, because these are close enough together the fire will just jump right across. So all this is gonna burn. All this is gonna burn. You 2 are dead. I mean, you're fine. But you're bleeding out, I think. Well, I guess it's a blunt weapon. Nope, destroyed right leg. You're definitely bleeding out. And you're completely crippled, so you can't really do anything. You know, you'll just be moving at very, very low speeds for the rest of existence. I don't think we can recover this. These dang bugs. If these bugs weren't here, we would have been fine. Like that guy was literally nothing. He had like a little he had a bludgeon. I'd like to use the bludgeon. If we survived this and if we'd killed this guy, I would have taken over his bludgeon. But I think we need to restart because that is not good. And next time we need to not die to the freaking armada of insects that all swarm down on you and kill you if you attack even one of them. Yeah. But as I said, luckily I saved all the characters and the ideology, which are the 2 biggest issues. So let's just speed run this. Lost Tribe, medieval guy, commitment mode, custom. I have memorized all of these settings that I like to have, so we can do all of that pretty quickly. Child enemies, because why not? And I think all the rest of this stays the same. I stay at 100% threat scale, at least for now. We can always change that later if we get super confident. Oh wait, I also change adaptation, because I don't know exactly what it does fully, but I don't like it because it just kind of ends up getting you killed. Oh yeah, and there was one part of this that I have not shown yet, which I suppose will be shown now that we're generating a world, because I also have a mod called Exploration Mode, which is pretty much Fog of War, but for the world map. And that kind of makes finding an opportune location impossible, so we're just going to need to find one that is, you know, I generally, at least for now, am going for temperate forest year-round growing season. And as long as we can find something like that, we'll be good. Preferably near a road, so we can do some exploration. But overall, that is unfortunate. Why does it take so long to generate the world? I mean, it always takes a while, but generally not this long, I don't think. Yeah, so as you can see, you can't. And then you click on an area and it'll show you a little area around it. So with this, I need to find a good temperate forest area with a nice road. Which none of this seems to be. I mean, this is a road, but it's in the middle of mountains and in the middle of a ocular area. I don't like any of these like special modded biomes being this close to me. Okay, that is not good. Okay, here. Year-round, temperate forest, not very good stones. There we have marble. Slate, granite, and marble. My three favorites. The whole point of it is to make it hard. Yeah, with the adaptation, that is true, but usually the issue becomes that when I'm playing with adaptation, it ends up seeing everything. Well, actually, I guess here it wouldn't be as it wouldn't be as bad because I normally start with one character, and so you can imagine. Also, we're gonna have a big map because I don't care. You can imagine when it comes to having one character, if the enemy is getting stronger when you're doing well, but the second you do badly, they get easier. The issue is that if you have one person, the only time it would ever see you doing badly is if your one person is injured or dies. And then it's the end of the game. So there's no way that adaptation can actually affect me well when I play the way I normally do. But I guess with this, I could actually have adaptation and it would be useful, probably. Because then in situations like that, it would go easier on me. Let's load saved. We do the medieval one. And then we do here. And then we can do load. And just load all the same people in. Although I do think... Does it really matter if they have the same social thing? Because yeah, all these guys have different social stuff. I don't think that matters, really. It's just a lore thing anyways. We're fine. So we have all 5 of our people. We have our ideology. Those are usually the hardest parts. Then we go here. All our stuff. We keep everything here the same, and then start. Now let's not kill the bugs this time, shall we? That's We'll wait. We'll wait for the first trader to come in and clear out the bugs for us. It's a brilliant idea. Because that one person who actually had decent armor and a spear just annihilated every single one of the bugs that were around us. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. We have Clark, the... I don't even know how to pronounce that. We have a warg, and we of course have a horse, which is very nice. Oh yeah, that mod does... It basically all it does is it removes the familial thing on relationship modifiers. And I've always found it to be a bit limiting if you end up having characters that just happen to be related, but then they never end up in relationships because they're like the only 2 people you have in your base. And then it's like they never get the relationship modifiers and they're always unhappy, and then mental breaks kind of make them kill everything. So it's a useful mod. It's very useful. Let's see. Allow selection. So we'll allow everything. We'll start getting everyone with their weapons again. You... Where's the bows? Up here. And you were our best archers. Now we need to set up the work priorities again. I do not like having to do all of it every time, but that's fine. I wish I could have like a preset here, but I can kind of see how that wouldn't work. Let's set you to that. You guys to that. Set all of you to there. No, then you'll never be... I forget how I had this. You need to do growing. Everyone do the growing. You do the mining, and you guys do construction. Hunting should probably come first, because that's only an occasional thing. You're the cook and the doctor. You're also kind of a doctor, but it's not the most important thing. handling is the animals, right? Yeah. Drew will be on animals. And I guess anyone who has spare time will do hauling and cleaning, because nothing else is really going to be getting done if we set that to a priority. All right, well, as far as we can see, we can't see much, but as far as we can see, this is a decent map. We have lots of fertile soil, no water that we can see. So that's pretty much all the criteria for having a good map. We have sandstone and marble, limestone, all very good. Okay, so let's start out as we usually do, cutting down some trees. Probably want to start in the fertile soil so we can get farms up and running very quickly. Set a uniform growing zone. All that, because we need lots of food. And then we're going to set up the house. So you guys can start trying to do that. Is it just the sound? I thought I saw a... Okay, I think that was just the sound. Oh my gosh. Build a base in pre-existing ruins. I mean, I could... Yeah, I definitely could make it as part of this. This seems to be a decently sized ruin. We would just... What is this thing's beauty modifier? 22. That's not great, but not bad. It's free, so... Claim it. We can claim all of this. This will, I guess, be our starting house. And it even has a door on it already. Although it's a stone door, which isn't the best, but that's fine. Still doesn't let me build the log thing, which is very upsetting. See, now we have wood. Let me build wall. Thank you. Finally. And I think we're gonna need another door up top just to get us out of there. Then furniture we need. We don't need these. We can delete these. Of course, that is, I guess, pretty optimistic, saying we don't need the sarcophagi, which we very well might, if last attempt was any indication. And we will need a little fenced-in area for the horse, because we don't want that to wander away. Did I never... I guess I didn't place any walls there. It's kind of weird. And then get one of these. Get one of these. Build those there. Very good. Yeah, home zone thing did the automatic home zone, which I'm really not a fan of it doing. I think I used to have a mod that was like cleaning zone, so that they wouldn't clean the home zone, they would only clean inside the specific cleaning zone, but I don't think I have that mod right now, or it didn't work the way I wanted to. I don't remember. But either way, all of this is set up. And that is a significant amount less work, and we already have flooring, which is very nice. We can actually chop all of these. Get them out of here. You know, I'm still kind of surprised that we can repair stone walls when we don't know how to build stone walls. Like, how does that work? Okay, and we also need to get a schedule for you, because you're the night working person. So it's 11 to 18, and then you'll work from 23 to 6, I think it was. And then the rest is just anything. But we definitely want you patrolling at night. I mean, I suppose. But I mean, it's a fully brick wall. I mean, plaster on drywall is a bit different than repairing a, you know, sandstone brick wall. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start with that kind of a repair. Also, where do they get, I don't know, what even is that? Plasma torch, I guess, would make that sparking? Like, where do you get a plasma torch in these days? And how do they just start with them? And how does that repair a stone wall? Last time I took a plasma torch to a stone wall, it didn't end well. Alright, everyone's just going for walks. Why did we start with beer? Where the heck did those come from? Anyways, I guess we might as well... I guess we could sell them? How much are they worth? A decent amount. So let's make sure people don't end up drinking all that before we can sell it, because that's a pretty penny right there. Welding the stone wall in tribal age makes sense. It does, apparently. Do we need to make these doors, which nobody's doing? Why are you going for a walk? Oh, you're missing timber. Didn't we start with a bunch of timber? Where is that? Oh, it's over here, and it wasn't allowed because it puts it way off to the side. Okay. That makes more sense. Also, we're going to need a stockpile zone. We can put in here. And we need a few other things, like the stone cutting spot. We will need a cooking table, but we don't really have any stone for that right now. And we need a butcher's block. And then we'll need... Let's see, can we do that? Can we do it like this? I think we can. Just have multi-purpose stools here. So yeah, just haul all of that in. Only 70, okay. That's fine. 70 is probably enough. Right, and we only have the pemmican, which it does start all your people hungry on the tribal start. So even though they give you a good amount of pemmican, you pretty much burn through half of that in the first day because everyone's starving. Which is not very nice of them. Especially because if you have pemmican in your inventory at the start, why does it start you hungry? Like you'd think that they would have just been eating the pemmican up until the start of the game, you know? Well, and let's set up a basic patrol. Just to kind of move around the perimeter of the base. So we'll need that for the first few nights, probably. But we got the house all figured out before the first official night, which is good. We already have the table. We're gonna set butcher creatures to forever. Very nice. You just cut any stone blocks if you feel like it. You know, I'm not in charge of you. We're also gonna need... Well, actually, I guess I am kind of in charge of them. But that's unimportant. Gonna need research spots. We can just do it like... Well, you can't have those overlapping. That's upsetting. I know there's 6 of them, but it's, you know, symmetry. But that'll get rid of all our researching needs. Everyone's assigned to research, except for you, who's very much assigned to research. You know, right now we might want to suspend this so you go and oh yeah, I didn't assign you to actually go on patrol. Okay. Because we need you to patrol. We have no real way of knowing what's out here otherwise. And we just need to keep an eye out for threats. Because at this point, we can actually beat threats, because we actually have people again. What a concept. Ugh. Also, there's no music. It's kind of eerie. Although, I don't know if it's more eerie than if there was music and it was like atmospheric music. But it's just weird that there's none. Oh, there it goes. There's music. Very nice. I also have the mod that lets you manage the music, which is very nice. Of course, they all have names, but I have no idea which ones are which, so doesn't really help too much. So we're back to having a good amount of wood. We could start trying to build a palisade around our base again. So I need to figure out where exactly I want the palisade to be, because if I want this, that's going to be a pretty big... Mute them all and play Sabaton anyhow. I mean, I would. That's how I normally do it, but, you know, streaming and all, and music, copyrights and everything, it's a whole to-do. And you will also be on Blue Patrol, but why are you going directly to patrolling? Do you have nothing else to be doing? I guess you don't. Yeah, because we already did that. We do also want to get some cotton and some heel root figured out over here. So I'll make a big old cotton farm, because we'll need some amount of it to actually be able to make clothes and the rest to sell. And then we're just going to have this here. Even though I don't think any of our people can do it yet, we're going to have that set up there. Once again, you two need to kind of space out a bit more. Just so we're actually getting a good amount of coverage on the... around the base. But also, apparently the medieval thing makes regular grass turn into hay. Which is kind of nice. I mean, I don't know what I'll really use it for, but it's something. And we need to get the research going of lumber, so we can actually make usable lumber for things. I got a hermit crab type thing. Very nice. It's better than a bear. You know, last time we had a bear hanging around the place, and all those insect things. Are there insect things on this map too? Yep. Oh my gosh, look how many of those there are. Why are there so many? Why do they exist? We'll just need to hope that they don't come around here until after, you know, the first caravans come in. Because the caravan should clear them out. And if they don't, I'll make them clear it out. So let's have this as part of the barricade. Let's have that be the bottom of it. Kind of expand around this way. Maybe connect to this. So this is kind of a very large, very impressive base. We don't need all of this. I can actually go like that. Because we don't need all of this rich soil yet, at least. They stick to their nest. They didn't last time. They came straight into my base and started attacking us, so... I sure hope they stick to their nest this time. Or else we're gonna end up dying again. I was gonna say, or else I'm gonna have to kill them all, but... honestly, we're probably not gonna be able to kill them all, you know? If I'm being honest here. We are most likely the ones that would fail that situation. Once again, we have all the movement things getting in our way. All the patrol patterns. But we have a lot of wood going on here, so we can just make all of this. Lots of doors. Just kind of throw them all over the place. Very nice. We'll need to get rid of all these so we can actually finish placing these. Ah. So that is actually something in the way. Okay, the rest of that's fine. You are gonna... I don't know how we deconstruct remains, but just do it. Can we not? Oh, we need to attack these ones. Okay. That's fine. And then let's set up the new blue patrol. Just go around the entire perimeter. What is that? Is that one of the fungus things? Yeah. Very weird. I've never understood what those things are for. Because I've never actually tamed one. Well, things are going well so far, but that's only because nothing's happened. I kind of feel like any moment now those insects will invade our land once more, and we're gonna have issues. Paya, why aren't you sleeping? It's been in too long patrolling, but I don't know when she stops with that. Each task has like a certain amount of time that they do it before they realize they need to stop doing it. And she seems to be just keep going even though it's the middle of the night. She's not all that tired though. So I don't know, I guess she just wants to be patrolling at night. That's just what she likes to do. Also, I don't know why her sight range is bigger. Is it maybe that she's a night owl? Maybe night owls see better at night? I'm not sure. Also, we probably need to chop down any trees around this path just to be sure that they can actually walk it efficiently. They seem to be getting stuck on a lot of trees. And you finally went to sleep. Good job. You're probably not going to be awake anywhere near when you're supposed to be. Yeah, we need to get them their own rooms too so that they stop getting all disturbed sleep and all that. But disturbed sleep really isn't the worst debuff. It's one of the more tame ones, all things considered. I mean, eating without a table, that's the real heinous crime there. I heard a noise. Oh, that was you fighting a guinea pig? Okay then. Sure. If you want to go feed yourself by eating guinea pigs, I'll take it. Less food I have to deal with. How is our food? Not great. Do we have any stone? No, we need to go... That's... Why? Who builds walls out of bones? Okay. So we need to deconstruct some of this stuff. We can just deconstruct the door. Maybe a couple of the walls. Get the resources from those. And then we can make our food place. And then we can go hunting to hopefully get some food for the food place. Well, I guess we do have marble, but I don't think I want... Do I want marble? I guess. We can just cancel that. I guess don't cancel that. I guess marble will probably be fine. I usually want to save the marble for things that'll actually, you know, benefit from the better looks of it, but it's probably fine. We need the food place up and running ASAP. Why is time slowed again? Who's under attack? All our animals are here. All our people are inside. Except for you two are out here, but not in any danger. Oh, something's attacking something over here. Okay. We need to get the squad together. You get your Pila. You guys get out here. Paya, I know you went to bed like super late. So what's going on over here? Oh, it's one of you. Oh no. Okay, run away. You do not shoot it. Whatever you do, leave the thing alone. It attacked our door. You see what I mean? They do not stick to their nests. We were nowhere near this place for like the last hour, and yet, just for no reason, it came up and attacked our door. They want blood. Okay, everyone just go back to what you were doing. Paya, for you that's sleeping, you should probably go back to sleep. You're going back to guard duty, which is fine as long as you don't run into one of those insects. It's right there. And one is right here. Just walk past it, ignore it. Be the bigger person, you know? Not every time we see one of these things, it has to be a fight. I am very scared because see, they're all over our base. There's one here, there's one over here, one over here. They're just all over the place. If we get... You what? I think this isn't a regular I don't think this is a regular iguana. Jeez, what did it do to that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, can you just like kill all of them, please? Can you just do that? I really hope that didn't count as us attacking them, because that means they'll be coming in droves. Now, we do have this thing, and we have a warg, so our help on this endeavor will be much better than last time, but I'm still not happy with the implication that these things are angry at us now. Okay, yeah, that thing is definitely coming for us. And once again, we don't even have the wall finished. They always attack us before the wall is even done. And when we defend ourselves, they're all just like, these guys are aggressive, we need them dead. When we never even did anything to them. Other than, you know, defending ourselves. Hey you, get back here. Why are you running away? We need you. Okay, you... We need to... Why can you not stand there? Oh, because someone else was standing there. Okay. Because these two are coming down. And Eve is just hiding. You don't need to hide. You just need to, you know... I guess maybe you do need to hide because you're trying to go out there. You can just research. Can't prioritize researching. Okay, fine. Don't research. See if I care. Back in this situation again. Actually, you might not be all that useful, but right off the bat, I think we're going to send you into combat. Grab the knife. We need to clean these guys up as they arrive, or else we're in trouble. Animals, why are you just hiding? Oh, they're getting attacked by them. Okay, good. Maybe the animals will actually help then. Everyone just gang up on them. One by one, we're going to take these things down. Did you just hit my fence? He did. Bro. I think it was Drew. You just hit my fence. That's not okay. Okay. Clark is coming. I don't know if Clark is going to be helpful. Look how many of these things there are. Clark, be helpful. Alright, new plan. Everyone inside. Any of them that follow us inside, we're going to deal with on their own. Drew. I wish I could draft these guys, but I don't have that mod, I don't think. Drew, go inside. Just taking a sweet time to open that door, okay. My guy. Just move, please. You're literally right here next to everybody who's trying to help you. Just literally move like 2 inches faster, please. Okay, now get in the lineup. Warg, be useful, please. I think he's fighting multiple enemies, though. Clark, you are literally the biggest thing in here, and you are just lazing about. All right, we need some highly sophisticated medical beds out here pronto. There we go. Sit on the ground right here. It'll help you heal better. Okay, Eve, surprisingly, you are not injured. We're gonna need you to start tending immediately. You guys... I mean, the Warg is doing a good job, but... especially you, Clark. Get out there. You see some hustle from you, Clark. Get in there. Get these guys dead. Oh, that Warg is gone. Okay. New plan. Operation Save the Warg has failed. Everyone get back inside. On foot. Stop being slow. Clark, do something. This is why animals suck in this game. Because right off the bat, you can't tell them to do things. And you're gonna almost die as well. What are you doing? Oh, you already did your thing. You need to get inside now. Why that door not closed? That's just rude. You two, yeah, just attack that thing. Thank you, Clark, for doing something. Oh, that's why the door didn't close, because there's a freaking bow in the way. Are you? No, you're down. You're down. I swear, how do they expect you to do this? Like, they add in this super tough enemy that appears right off the bat. You need to haul that and nothing else. Just haul that. Everybody else, we are staying inside right now. These are inside times. Okay. Now you don't need to unload inventory, just rescue her. We're gonna need more of these highly sophisticated medical beds. Now, Eve, we have medicine. We have the technology. Just actually use the medicine and help people, please. Does anybody else that is still alive have any medical skill? I know Paya has medical skill, but she is kind of down. How are you doing? You're also injured, and you got a scar. What the heck? We can't heal those. Actually, we literally cannot. Those are entirely permanent. Not like we get biosculptor pods. So you need to heal these people up as much as you can. You guys are working, even though you're, like, dying. But not all that quickly, so that's fine, I think. Why are you healing her? You should be healing the most wounded one. So finish that tend and move over to Paya. Of course, go for this medicine. That's fine. My guy, is that really the most important thing you can be doing right now? No immediate danger, 13 hours, 7 hours. Yeah, the warg died, that's fine. At least the warg made it so it was possible for the rest of us to survive. Not that it's guaranteed, it's only a possibility. On this thing, the Death Stinger isn't dead. That's a problem. Okay, you can't self-tend because that was in the last game that we did that. And everybody can't do that. Okay. Now you tend to yourself. We're also going to need, eventually, we're going to need recreation. So let's see. Just put this in this corner over here. I don't care. Put it somewhere. Okay, but was that at least all of them? No. There's still 5 left on the map. And they're out here. I'm sure they're waiting right around the base somewhere. They're just ready to strike at us. This happens every time. Why do they make the beginning of the medieval mods so freaking brutal? Like, seriously. I don't think you're just supposed to, you know, almost die at the beginning of every game, because these things just come straight for you, no matter what you do. But we got a little bit of insect meat in here, which is kind of a good thing. And everyone is currently still alive. You have an infection, get on that. No other infections, it looks like. If you actually treat well, then we should be fine on this. 51%, that's not bad. Why are you insulting people? That is not what we're supposed to be doing right now. Also, everybody is probably not doing well on food. You especially are not doing well on food either. We need... I think we need to butcher the warg. Can't really select it, though, because it's not in line of sight. Allow? Yeah, it worked. So butcher something. I guess you're going for the insect. No, you don't need to do that. Come over here. We'll set this to allow... just temporarily allow corpses, but not rotten. You come down here so we get line of sight. Why are you shooting at things? Do not shoot at things. Hallmax inside. Close that up again. We have some food now. Are you dying? Yeah, you're dying. Good. Man, great start, huh? Again. At least it's a possible start. You know? At least it is not impossible. Do this until we have like 12 of those. Because we don't have any refrigeration, so it's not like we can really do a whole lot else. Okay. Now, you have an infection. You need to tend that. It's very hard not having any of the little announcements down there. Okay, you weren't treated all that well, but that's fine. Should maybe pull through, possibly. Who knows? And you know what sucks is that this isn't even like an event. So that means that the second that the first event happens, which is usually just that one person raid, we're all still going to be injured. Because that's going to happen soon. Half of us are going to be infected. The rest are just going to be injured. Oh, you're infected too. You need to rest. You need to actually tend to them. You know, you should be on call 24/7. You know, you shouldn't be sleeping so heavily that you can't even tell when people get infected. And you know what they say, raw meat does wonders for a infected wound. Okay, luckily they're attacking the sandstone door. Okay. Getting some actual meals. All your infections are treated thus far. You're not doing too hot. Okay, you're still clearing out the place. I'm really glad we started with this thing. Whatever it is, I am happy it's here. Because, hoo boy, we would be so dead if this thing wasn't clearing out like 5 of these things single-handedly. But yeah, we didn't even come out this door at all, like, recently. So once again, it shows that these things are just super aggressive, and they just attack anything and everything in their path. I'm going to be very happy when they're all dead, or when we have a wall up around our entire base. They've got to almost be dead, right? Like, this guy, as I said, single-handedly has killed at least 5 or 6 of these things. How many are left? There's 2, and they're both bleeding out. They're bleeding out over here. Okay, that's interesting. I guess they're both injured, not exactly bleeding out. So red is good, meaning you're the only one that's actually recovering efficiently. And we're almost out of medicine. We can't get any more medicine. We could gather more medicine, but closest stuff is down here, and we don't have any of our actual farming people up. Do you farm? You do. Okay. We need more medicine. We don't need research right now, because we have much bigger things to worry about. I'm going to need to figure out how we're going to deal with scars in the medieval era. I might need to get like a mod for that, or just, I don't know. Does healer mech serum still exist? Because that's technically an architect thing. Okay, guys, all you want to do is build. Can somebody be butchering? Is anybody actually good at cooking other than Eve? You are. Okay, you focus on butchering. I guess you can go and do that stuff because most of the insects are dead. Oh, of course, you're going into a mental state. Okay, that's fine. You also harvest this, if you can. And then haul them both in. 2 extra medicine should go a long ways. Oh, and we can open the rest of these. Okay, luckily you're not infected right now. You might want to get back in here. Especially because you can be tended again, I think. So tend to you. Not assigned to wardening. Go try to calm him down. You probably won't be able to do it because you're sick and almost dead, but you know. If you can do that, that would be great. Because we need him to not be out there with all the insects just drawing attention. Okay, and you, are you doing fine? Fine-ish. We do need the food. Nope. Calm down does not work. Didn't really expect it to. That was kind of a long shot. Alright, but we still have some food. How am I going to get on top of these infections? Because that's a decent tend quality with herbal medicine. In the situation we're in, at least. Okay, you're still in the mental state. You try cleaning up the place a bit. That'll get us better tend quality to a degree, though not by much. You're still going out here risking death for no good reason. How are you doing? You were attacked. Yeah, you were attacked by a lot of them, and yet you're fine. What was that? Or that might have just been a horse. Never mind. I am hearing angry animal noises. There's an angry rat. There might be an angry rat outside. Luckily, Drew is inside. Who isn't inside? What are you doing out here? You're trying to patrol. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. Do we have anyone who still has their weapons? You have a weapon. You still have a weapon, but you're still, you know, a bit out of it. You have a weapon. Okay, you need to go here, then go inside because the rat's over on this side, it looks like. You have very little vision because you wouldn't be a very good... Attacking where? I don't know where they're attacking. But you need to go and equip your Ikuba, however you say that. Drew, stop going outside when there's rats out there. Good job with the stun. Okay. Luckily it was just a rat. That's our first, bad event, as far as I can tell. Okay, and you have your melee weapon. You're trying to patrol still. You need to not do that. You can try to clean. You can also try to clean. Everybody clean, because this needs to be cleaned up very, very quickly. Because once again, if we're going to be getting decent tend qualities to survive, we are going to need... We're going to need this place to be a bit cleaner. Okay, refuel. Missing raw food. I guess we don't have much food, no. If Drew were here, So we're going to put all this on hold for the moment. Just because I don't want you guys going out there doing that. Should probably stay close by. Darkness does impact it, but we don't have very good lights in this. But we can try. Because we have torches. Where's the regular torches? Those are under... We don't have them. Furniture. Torch lamp. Do we want this? I think they're pretty much the same. But this one looks more like what we want. So we'll throw that in the middle. Have somebody who's good at construction make that. Drew, can you like stop? He even got hit by the rat and he doesn't want to calm down for 2 seconds. Okay, you're not doing too hot. You're really not doing too hot, and you're not even being tended to. Okay, that's pretty much as high of a tend as we can get. How else are we supposed to fight infections like this? There's like nothing else we can do about it. Send all of you to bed rest so you don't leave. And we could make them actual beds, but I think we need research for that. My guy, what part of don't leave do you not understand? Okay, I definitely think these two will probably make it through so long as the tendings are good. But this guy, I don't think he's gonna make it. Because there's just nothing we can do. I mean, it's not like we can pull out Glitter World Medicine. We can't throw him into a Biosculptor pod to keep him alive a bit longer on like a healing cycle or something. We just need to hope that somehow miraculously this catches up. But I don't think it will. Okay, we don't need guards right now. We need something. Well, I guess guards would be good. But you're still so injured that you're not going to be actually able to see anything effectively. Okay, and you're still good. You're going to make it through. Also, why are you not bed resting? I know you haven't... You know, I know you're pretty much fine, but it's no excuse. Why have you not made meals? Missing raw food. We have lots of fat. Is that not... Does that not count as raw food? Oh, it's not counting the insect meat as raw food. That's the issue. I don't freaking care. You know, we're eating raw food right now. Just put the insect meat in there. I don't... It's either raw insect meat or cooked insect meat. Just do it. Do it. Why are you not doing it? We have insect meat. It's right there. You just need... You just need meat. Why are they not doing it? We need meals. Thank you. Just took forever to actually get it figured out. Wow, this is not the best time to be naming the faction, my guy. I don't know. Give our faction a name. Does it really matter? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna name it the same as the religion. And then the settlement. I don't know, just castle. Because eventually it's gonna be a castle if we survive that long, which I don't think we will. But thus far, we have made it further than last time. You know, 1 out of 5 dying is not the worst. Although you might also die. You're not recovering nearly as fast as you need to be. I think it's because the next, like the tend after wasn't good enough. Yeah, that is progressing way faster than your healing. So you might die. We might lose 2 out of 5. Which really sucks. Why does this always happen? Why do they have to add in these bugs that are hyper aggressive and annihilate your entire base right at the start of every game? Like, how is that fair? I have no idea. Also, we need graves. Which I don't even know where those are. I don't normally need them. Miscellaneous? Yeah. So there's no real good place to put graves. Except, I guess, just out this way. Around this. Maybe? I don't know. Because you don't want it, like, in the middle of the base. But also people are going to go visit the graves, so you don't want them outside. So I guess they do kind of need to be in the middle of the base somewhere. I just don't know where I'd put them. Usually, I don't have deaths until later in the game, so I can make, like, my own building with, you know, a bunch of coffins in it. But this... I guess we can just make temporary graves. And later on, we'll make the coffin room. The catacombs, as it were. Yeah, it's really interesting how none of the challenge thus far has at all been from the line of sight or anything like that. It's just there are bugs and that destroys us. That is literally all of the challenge that has happened thus far. Alright, can somebody get on these? Are you any good at construction? You usually are. No. Let's see. Construction. Stop sleeping. We need to get the corpses out of the house. Can you go bury people, please? Get them out of here before they start rotting and causing an issue. Thank you very much. Alright, well, that's a problem. Down to 3. I mean, that's better than 1, which then turned to 0, but it's still not good. None of this is preferable. But you have construction and mining, you have plants, animals, and you have intellectual plants and cooking. Technically, we can survive with this. We have most important skill sets covered. Alright, we can get rid of some of these beds. You got your bow, you've got your equa. You have a random dagger, which you can actually also pick up a bow. Okay, we finally have our first harvest. Which means food isn't going to be as much of an issue anymore. This whole situation, very interesting. Drew, why are you so happy? Oh, catharsis. Okay. I was going to say, that's a bit of an odd situation to have 2 dead team members, and this guy's just out here happy as can be. He's having a grand old time. You're like, man, I didn't like them anyway. We're fine. Okay, we'll get the walls back to being built. Of course, we did lose our night guard, meaning we won't be able to see anything outside the walls at all at night, which really sucks. And you know how rare it is to find another night guard? I was even trying to mop up the lit. Yeah, I think they're a bit preoccupied, except this guy, but who's under attack? The only indication I have that something's wrong is when it slows down like this. But I see nothing. See, this is why we need a guard. Alright, do some investigating. You have 0 line of sight. What are you doing? Why do you have no line of sight again? What happened? Did you get injured again? Why? Okay, rest, I guess, if you're too injured to have eyeballs. Hey, Drew, you're gonna need to look around because you actually have line of sight of things. Because there's something that was slowing our thing down. It might have just been nothing, but I kind of doubt it. Usually it only slows down when someone's actively getting attacked or someone's attacking a wall or something. But none of the crops are on fire yet. Oh. Luminous, huh? Alright, well, Drew, use your run and gun. I guess since this... Okay, you literally just opened the door for that guy. We were fine. We were fine. Until that freaking lizard opened the door for the enemy. Okay, Paya, I guess you need to go in. Of course, this guy's on drugs, which means that he'll be 10 times stronger than any of our guys, which is still incredibly unfair. Oh no, we just killed him immediately. Okay. Oh, we destroyed his torso. Okay. Lucky attacks then. And he only dropped 1 herbal medicine when he caused, like, a ton of damage. This freaking... Why are you trying to heal yourself out here? Actually tend to yourself. Please. Thank you. We can't have you tending yourself with zeros and then getting infected and having no one to tend to you. You know? Okay, well, first raid, not great, because once again, we have not 5 people. And the freaking lizard opened the door. So, lizard man, we are changing your restrictions. Allowed area. What do you eat? Can you just eat live plants? Live plants, okay. I assume that means that you'll just eat anything outdoors. And you're just eating all the stuff indoors for the heck of it, because you want to see us all starve to death. So we'll just set you to be in this 500 block radius. And you only stay there. You're not opening any more doors for any enemies. I know your tricks. Why have you stopped using medicine? We don't have any we don't have any indoors. That's why that is. Because we have officially run out of medicine. You're still trying to patrol, which I guess is fine. You only have a bruise. You know, I'm just saying, if those insects don't attack me at the beginning, better than inside the dirty interior. I mean, true. There's also there's just as much blood in this area here as there is in here, so. If those insects just don't attack us, then we're fine. I think if we have to restart again, I am disabling those bugs. I am cutting them out. Getting the cherry picker mod, which I think do I have that? I might already have that somewhere. But if I don't, I will be getting it and disabling those bugs. Because having those just annihilate your population every time you start a run of this is just, you can't do it. That is not conducive to successful existing. Yeah, you just keep patrolling. We also haven't gotten any... Have we gotten? Nope, there hasn't been a single friendly unit that's come on this map. Drew is trying to construct this entire outer wall on his own. That is not a good situation for him. How do you keep aggroing them? Were you not here when the enemies were at my base? Why can't you do something useful like clean? That is a good point. I should just prioritize cleaning. Which is weird because cleaning is before guard and they're the same priority, so they should be cleaning and hauling before guarding. I guess I'll set it to a higher priority. I don't know if it'll do anything though. How is it that having 5 people is harder than having 1 person? Like when I just have the 1 person, everything generally goes fine. But starting with 5 people now, 2 times in a row, everything has gone horribly wrong before anything significant can happen. It might just be that we need more food when we have more people. And thus, that makes it harder to get that amount of food while being safe. Because if I have just 1 person, I just set up a farm and I'm good for like the first year. And I can just sit inside and research so I don't aggro things. But those bugs, they're deadly. Like this time, I don't know how you missed it, or if you missed it, I don't know. But I think it was that the warg came out this door, and then one of the bugs just straight up went right up to the warg and attacked it. And there was like a bug here, a bug over here, a bug up here, and they all converged in to attack the warg. So I tried to defend the warg, and then we killed those 3, but then like a dozen more came out of nowhere and started attacking us. And yeah, the second one of them attacks you and you defend yourself, it aggroes the entire swarm. Now, are there any more on the map? No, we've officially annihilated their population. But Yeah, once again, keep cleaning. Just clean everything, please. Why do you keep going back to guarding? It's really not as big of a priority as cleaning right now. But they seem to be cleaning the whole room because I did clean this room, so that's good. Oh, and of course, you're tending an infection that I didn't even know you had out by the graves. Yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah, this is a problem. We may clean up all the blood. We may mostly recover from this, but if Eve dies, then that's kind of the end. She's our researcher, our medic. She's supposed to stay inside. Also our cook. Nobody else here has cooking skill at all. So if we can't cook anything, we can't research anything, we can't heal from anything. I guess Paya has good medical skill. But yeah, that just seems like a bad situation to be in. And she is most certainly going to die from this infection. Like, there's no way you're catching up with that with an 11% tend quality. Man, there has to be a way to get this start. It's just those bugs. The start isn't even the issue. Like, I'm in Temperate Forest with 5 pawns, all with good skills. Plentiful resources. I start with a lot of things, like clothes and weapons. It's just those bugs. Do I have the cherry picker? Is that... bed rest turned on, because then they're literally just worthless half the time because they got a little owie and then they decide to sit in bed for like 3 days until it's better. Bed rest is like not very well balanced at all. A wanderer joins. Normally I hate these, but we need all the help we can get. Literally all. And you're a night owl? Okay. Who is only good at plants. Alright. I mean, I guess we have our plant person. I don't expect us to live very much longer after this, but you know what? Plant person, I'll take it. And you can actually grow heal root. So, not that we need much heal root after our, you know, medic died. So let's get another grave going. And go and bury the person. And then you are the night owl now, so you need to have all of that done. But you're also, you have no fighting skills, so you're literally just the night owl plant person. Why do you have no fighting skills? Sole survivor. How does that make it so you can't... I don't know. That seems weird that you can't fight because you're the sole survivor of something. Like, I don't know. If my entire tribe was wiped out, I'd probably be more upset about it than, you know, going all I'll never fight again kind of thing. I'd be like, I'm gonna kill everyone and avenge my tribe. But that's just me. Maybe it's a personality thing. How people different deal with, you know, horrible trauma of a lot of people being killed. Of course, these two don't seem very upset. I mean, their entire tribe was just killed by a bunch of bugs. And I love how, you know, there's the starting raid, which wouldn't have been an issue if we'd had all people and everyone was actually healed up. And then, like, these starting quests, it's like I've already dealt with an entire armada of insects, and yet this one's just like, oh yes, deal with one man-hunting cactipine. That will be a suitable challenge for you. And 8 honor for a cactipine. I definitely want that. I guess Paya's the closest thing to royalty we have. I mean, she's our best fighter, which definitely... Why did everything slow down again? Okay, that's why. So this thing's here. Drew, get in there. You are incapable of violence, so you're absolutely useless. I was gonna say, if you just do nothing but friendly fire, I'm gonna be upset. Okay. The most difficult quest we have ever been given has, you know, has been dealt with. And I was trying to keep the infected people in bed when I knew that they were infected. Except when there were, like, very important things that needed to be done. But it's hard to keep track of those things. With, you know, so many people. Remember, I'm used to having one person. Is that a blimp? They replaced the shuttles with blimps. Alright. I'll get in the shuttle. Thank you very much. Well, now we have a royal title. I don't know what that'll do for us, but... might be nice. Let's see, the ceremony is now available. Which gives us Psylink. That's actually very good. Sure. Oh, I like these guys' outfits. They got pikes. This guy's got some gold armor and a giant sword. Okay. I like that. See, that's where I want to be later in the game. But we need to actually get to later in the game for that to happen. Anything under 10 is... No, for me, 1 is normal. That's what I always start with. 2 is like, okay, now we have a dedicated researcher. And then anything above, like, 3 is a bit too much for me to handle. I'm just not used to it. Maybe someday I'll get better at it. But we do have the better psycasts, so that's a plus from the mod. So we just need a mod, one of the modded psycast abilities that are going to give us the absolute best ability to help us fight. Now this is a very good one. Because this one's, I think, the best for melee combat, because you get stun and burden and berserk pulse and all that. Very good for melee. But then Conflagrator can sometimes just win games for you, because you just shoot giant fireballs at enemies and then they panic because they're on fire. But... oh, but then there's Impids, which are immune to fire, so that would not work well. So let's go Archotechnist. And get stun. Very nice. Oh, we still have another point. Also, the internet is breaking. Oh, fun. Is it... I haven't even been paying attention to the internet. Has it been breaking this whole time? Because it is... I've just been pushing it out of my mind as much as possible. And also, it's a bit concerning that the dropped frames reset. Yeah, it's still doing it. Yeah, that was not a very good start. Okay, but they're leaving. We have a title. We can stun people. And our wall is almost finished. We can finally have some amount of security. Because things can't just walk straight into our base without us seeing them break our walls first. So it's like a little barrier. Yeah, it did several times. Oh my gosh. Alright, well... Actually, I don't even need these fences anymore because all of this is fenced in. So I could get rid of the fences. But we have nobody exploring at night. I mean, she's exploring inside the facility, but that doesn't help us very much. And you will just get rid of your patrol because we can't really handle that. And I suppose if the internet is going to keep being horrendous, we can just stop this here and come back to it later when the internet maybe wants to actually do what it was made to do. So yeah, anyways, that was a lot more hectic than I thought it would be. That was, once again, yeah, I've been saying it all stream, those bugs are the biggest issue. I think we just need to get, you know, if we keep dying like this, we're gonna need to just get one lucky run where we either don't end up getting attacked by the bugs, or that we can actually successfully fend off the bugs. I thought this one was gonna be it, because there's the lizard thing that can turn into a freaking dinosaur or something, and just annihilated dozens of them, but even with that, it still wasn't enough. That was just... those bugs are brutal. So, yeah, who knows? I did not like the way that this went so far. I have technically recovered, but once again, we lost our cook, we lost our medic, we lost our researcher, we lost everything that we had. So, really, I don't know how much longer we'll be able to survive unless we can recruit some good people, and even then, it's not looking great for us in the future. You know, things are only gonna get harder probably as time goes on, and we'll need those numbers to be able to actually handle it, because when it comes to medieval stuff, you can't have bionics. You know, I can't do my regular thing of making one super soldier that just annihilates everyone. So we're actually gonna need numbers, but without the characters we started with, that's gonna be a challenge. So who knows? We'll figure out what we're doing next in the next time we come back to this, and hopefully the internet will cooperate at that point, because if it doesn't, then I will have some choice words for it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.